Well, that was just a hard in. Just a hard in. No intro. Hard in. Listen. Welcome to episode 17 of TTFP. Thank you so much for joining us. I am joined by Nadia and ZAXX Electronica. ZAXX is coming in hot tonight with a slideshow. So it's going to be good times.
I want to know what you have against Angelina Jolie, ZAXX. What do you have against?
There we go. We're going to find out tonight.
I didn't know there was a feud here.
Listen. When she brings up the article, we'll get there, okay? But the slideshow is ready to go.
Okay.
What article?
Oh my nigga. Okay, hold on.
My nigga, you didn't send me any article.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't.
No, I didn't say it. I ended it with an A.
What's that?
Anyway, before I get canceled, let's bring on our special guest, which is why Nas showed up tonight. Here we go. ZAXX and his lovely shoulders straight from Canada.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
All right, ZAXX, it's your turn to say the word.
What's the word?
The one that Sassy just said.
An A. Listen.
A?
I said A? The heart end with an A.
Oh. What is that word again?
Ninja. Just say ninja. It's fine.
Neighbor. Neighbor.
There you go.
Neighbor. There you go. That's friendly, right? I feel so feminine tonight. This is so amazing. I can't wait.
You are. You're very feminine. You can let your lady juices flow if you have them. It's a safe space.
Okay.
It's a safe space.
All over the place.
But I'd like to say that this person never shows up on a Friday, or hasn't, in all fairness, quite some time. But for you, he came through.
You got your hoops in, too.
I don't even know how to say it. What is that name?
Nasalante William Pyre.
Why?
He did it to troll Vigilante Williamson on his show one night, but he didn't. I don't know if he didn't get that you couldn't change it back for 2 weeks, but if he did get that, he thought it was worth it. So that's what happened. And he's like, I think he's almost there now, 3 or 4 days. So getting there.
Oh my God. I have so much to say about this article. Max just up the.
It's okay. So ZAXX, apparently, we're going to talk about Angelina Jolie. ZAXX has put herself in charge tonight. So we are just going to sit back and have a good time. So let me go through the chat, and then we're just going to hit the ground running, because she's got a lot. Like, she's really put together a slideshow, you said, essentially. Okay. But you're here to offer your male perspective, anything that you have to say, any opinions. If we don't like what you say, we just kick you off the show.
That's fair.
Remove from the game. So yeah, we don't pay to kick people off like some shows used to. I just kick you off.
Oh, well, okay, fine. We'll see. I do have one story I've been saving for you guys all week.
Yes, go ahead.
Let me know. No, we'll wait.
Okay. We'll get through the chat. We'll start with your story. And then, So Jamalama is here, and we're supposed to head to B-sides when we're done. Sounds good. I'm just going to call him Nosferatu. Yeah, she is a queen. She cut off her boobs to own the patriarchy. I'm pretty sure it had to do with BRCA gene testing and not wanting to get cancer, but that's, Jana is threatening on everybody's chat that she's entered your mom era. So I'm curious to see what that entails.
My mom's dead.
You know what? Mine might as well be. Listen, if I could, I would kill my mom and give Nadia her mom back in a heartbeat. I'm dead serious.
No, I'm kidding.
Dead serious. All right. So Gianna is here. Nas, of course. Love it. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody's just chatting. 3 minutes late. Blacks is racking up some lines in the bathroom. It's none of your business what he was doing to get ready for this.
Push-ups. I was doing push-ups.
But you didn't even show your shoulders tonight. I feel gypped.
They're here.
Even my daughter, I said something about something, and my daughter goes, don't worry, you have ZAXX and his shoulders. Your show will be fine. My daughter said that.
Wow. Like, okay. Have a talk with her, though, maybe. That there's a big age gap there that I don't want to cross, but AJ. Be careful with AJ with her ear. That's all.
Your Uncle ZAXX. Don't worry about it.
Sweet. Good. All right.
No. Plus, I think she still thinks boys are dumb, honestly, because she has no time for guys her age are just forget it. She just doesn't have time for it. Don't you worry. Yes, the intro was short as fuck. I got to come up with a new one. After the one I created with Dempsey, there's just nothing. I need him to do me a song for this show. All right. So Cannoli is here. Yes, it's gay month. Okay. I'll say that to avoid the mob. Thank you. I knew you would help me. Thank you. Jacob, good to see you. I appreciate you. ZAXX is our honorary fee. No, we always have a male. We always have a male coming through, helping us out. There's Chris, the supportive husband. Good to see you. All right. I'm just scrolling through. The views expressed by the host do not reflect. What? Vax.
Sorry, you're talking about killing people over here, and I'm just.
Oh, that. I thought you were talking about the N-word. Oh.
Oh, no, my nigga. We could say that, no problem. There you go.
You know, it's just so funny when you watch other people's YouTube shows and what they can get away with because of the amount of subs they have. You know, it's just, and then, you know, I just talk about wanting to replace my mom with Nadia's mom. I guess I shouldn't use certain words. Sometimes I just, listen, I'm Italian. I just say how I feel. Yes, Hunty, good to see you. Nadia said, Nadia said that. Wait, you both said it. Fuck you two. That's nice. You see how they just threw me under the bus? All of a sudden, they don't want to associate with me until it's convenient. What did you say? Cannoli said good.
Wow.
I need Dempsey to do me. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, yeah, I need Dempsey to do me a song.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah, let's go.
God, we are off to a great start. Okay, so let's just let ZAXX. Why don't you give us your story, and while I pull up this article Vex would like us to dive right into.
Okay, a friend of my wife's was over last Friday, and she has like a local body sugaring empire. She has a bunch of stores, and she makes her own products. She sells them online. She's a pretty big deal here in the sugaring world, I suppose. Never been sugared, but I hear it's nice. So we're talking about this sugaring stuff, and she does have, she sugars a dude I know. And so I got into asking, how does that really work? Do you have a lot of guys that go in there? Are most of them gay? Because I assume that's the case, but I know my buddy, as far as I know, isn't gay. Maybe I can help him come out now, but as far as I know, he's not gay, but he gets this done. And how often, okay, well, how does that really work? Do you guys get excited when you're sugaring their dongs? And she's like, well, what's weird is, yes, that does happen. But so buckle up, because I can't believe this. You guys can tell me you've probably all been, well, you're more sugared than I am, probably at least. There's guys.
What does sugar mean? I have no idea.
I know, I was just going to Google it. I feel so stupid.
It's waxing. It's waxing. It's like body sugar.
Thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
waxing.
better version. Yeah, it's a better version of waxing. It's a lot easier on the skin. It actually decreases
I
the
think
thickness of your
she
hair
has
growth.
a candy empire.
No, nothing fun. No, nothing fun. She does it's like they do hair removal with sugar instead of wax. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's actually sugar. I don't know if you can eat it.
It is. It is actually sugar, but you don't eat it.
Can you eat it?
You shouldn't, but.
Okay. But it could be a fetish.
Not after it's used, I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah. If you really wanted to, you could, but it's just liquid sugar, really. That's repurposed like a wax. Yeah.
So you guys have been
for people who eat it after it's been used.
I'm allergic to wax, so I can't get anything. One time I got my eyebrows waxed before a wedding, and my eyes were swollen. I had to go to the emergency room.
Sugaring would be good for you then if you ever wanted to.
Exactly. Although you told me not to eat sugar today. So what is it, Vex?
You don't eat it, okay? You use it to wax your vagina.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's the rumor.
Continues it. So your guy used his.
Hold on. We're going to slow this down now because I didn't get to use. People wouldn't know what sugaring is. So, waxing. Have you been waxed before, Nadia? Tell me all the details.
I plead the fifth.
The fifth? Yeah, I mean,
we're Middle Eastern. We're Middle Eastern. We're hairy individuals. We need a little extra help. All right.
It's fine. Don't be embarrassed. So, Nos, yes, guys do get their assholes waxed. I've learned that too. Slash sugared. So she knows, like you could tell, like Sassy nodding her head immediately. So cannoli, good work down there, bro.
We're Italian. We're hairy too.
Dude. So she does this waxing and sugaring on these dudes. And she's like, yeah, they get aroused. Do you guys find that a turn on to have yourself waxed?
No.
No.
Okay. So occasionally, this is very rare, but it does happen, is the guy will blow his load while he's being waxed.
I'm sorry, what?
That sounds like
he
somebody
comes.
can't-
He comes.
Ugh.
Ejaculates, blows his load, finishes, makes a mess. What else?
I feel sorry for any woman he's ever been with. That's
Shoots the glue.
Hold
Why
on,
would that
hold
be
on.
erotic?
Yeah, that's what. So hold on. He's getting off having the hair pulled out.
Right. Yeah. I can't believe it either, but like, there's no reason to make it up. So I guess she does. You have to manipulate them a little bit while they're doing the thing.
Well, yeah, you got to lift them
Manipulate.
up probably, and
Okay.
Yeah, but there's no like, yeah. And okay, honey, there you go. That would be more fun, I think. Likely. But yeah, I really I find it hard to believe, but it's true. And that like really informs a lot. So do these guys go there just for that part of it?
Have to. They have to. But why do straight
I want to know
men
the wax. I want to know the waxer who's like invites these people back every single time, and it's like, yeah, this guy I just have extra towels on hand because he always blows his load.
Well, and that's the part too. Like I talked to her about this because like there's no way, I don't believe that these guys don't know this is about to happen. That's kind of the point, right? Like, yeah, you know this is happening. So like the warning could at least be used, right? But no, out of the blue.
Yeah, like tap her on the shoulder, at least let her know
Yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, in all
that's-
fairness, I saw a girl on TikTok getting her downstairs undercarriage tattooed, and she either pissed or squirted in the tattoo artist's face. I couldn't tell what it was. So
What the fuck am I watching?
Wow.
What the fuck am I listening?
I don't know. People have weird fixations on what they want, and maybe. But once again, do straight men wax that area?
I have
Straight
never
beta
done
men
that.
do.
Yeah.
Straight beta men do because they think that's what women want down there.
Show pussy, but only. Yes, I agreed, dildo. But yeah, so I don't know. I've never had it done. But the guy, I know one person who does it and goes to her shop, and he's straight. He appears to be straight.
How often does he go
I
to
did
the
ask
waxing?
that, and I asked if the guys who blow their load come more often, which is a great pun if you want to use it later.
Fucking sick.
Yeah. Every 3 months is what my buddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Agreed.
there you go. There's her PSA.
Or if he's going on a trip.
It's the same way
Right.
like when men wax their chest. That's weird to me. Like I like men with a lot of hair because I feel like I'm sleeping next to a man, not
Right.
a pubescent little boy, like with no hair on their chest. Like,
Well, we all
Hairy men
saw
are
what
way
happened.
better.
That it didn't work well for Jerry Seinfeld. So, I mean, when he waxed his chest.
yes,
Hi, Matt. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're just talking about getting your junk waxed.
Yeah. What a good
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah,
That's
very
it.
good
That's my
talk.
story.
So,
Wow.
Zach, are you
Well,
interested in getting sugared then?
No. Never.
you sure? I mean,
Positive.
I would
I mean-
definitely vlog it.
Yeah,
Vlog it
yeah.
Yeah.
Record
Okay.
it
and then put
from
it
different
where?
angles. Obviously, don't
Listen,
like-
wait. In all fairness,
You say different angles.
the cake pop
Angles.
person, I showed on one of my streams, if you guys remember,
Yeah.
they were getting their hair removed down there from
Okay.
their penile area, and they had a camera in their face showing their facial expressions. So you could do the same thing.
I'll think about it. We'll talk, ladies.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Listen, I can, do voiceovers and all that stuff.
I appreciate that. So yeah, I've never heard of that. That blew my mind. So it's been stuck in my head all week, which is not a fun thing to have stuck in your head all week. But I
Wait,
didn't tell
and
her
you
she-
had this was this a chat over like a dinner with your friends?
No, she was over at my place because she went to a bachelorette party that night with my wife, and my wife was not ready at
Oh.
all yet. I think we're close to ready. So I just chatted with her, and yeah. So she
Oh,
told me
I
We got
think
there
Nadia's
somehow.
gonna, Vex is going to restart real quick. She said
Okay.
that she was hearing a delay, so she's going to restart and pop back on. Oh wait, here we go.
Oh.
I
I've
get it,
gotten my
Becky.
shit waxed.
You called Vex
Oh.
Nadia, mixing two brown people. I get it.
I am. Well, I love you both so much. I can't get enough of you both. So I just meshed your names together. Matt has gotten his shit waxed.
All right.
It's not too bad. It makes his shit look bigger.
Okay.
False advertisement, Matt. False advertisement.
Were you aroused by that?
You know what? Yes, please answer if you were aroused, because according to ZAXX's friend, there's a gentleman who comes in to get his undercarriage waxed, and he, I'm going to quote ZAXX, he blows a load every single time.
Well, yeah.
Oh, here, Nas asked it for you. There you go.
I don't have the I don't have the science to back that up, but she says it's very rare, but it has happened. And the guys getting turned on is pretty frequent. But the actual explosion doesn't usually happen. Like it's a rare occurrence.
But it happens every single time this certain person comes in. Like he can't not get excited.
This is not the guy that I know. So she said there's a couple of guys, she said.
Okay. Wow, that's really interesting. I wonder now,
is that a fetish that I'm not?
There's Squeaka. I
not
mean,
aware of?
there's people into wax and into pain, so it's possible. I was just going to say maybe women enjoy, like you can say that people they enjoy and crave the pain of a tattoo. I don't understand that, but it could be people like
I love it.
Really? See?
Yeah, I fall asleep. I fall asleep during my tattoo. I've got a huge hand with a knife on my spine on the top that I fell asleep to, and my leg tattoos I fell asleep to. The only one that was a little rough was my cover up because they were going over scarred tissue.
Oh.
Okay.
But it hurts though, but you just like that pain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't do it for the pain. I don't necessarily enjoy that pain, so that's weird to me, but most people who have had several tattoos do enjoy the pain. I've heard that. I have a coworker who's like in her 70s and she still likes to get them because she just loves the pain. Oh, here, wait. I didn't blow my load. There is nothing erotic about waxing. Says you. But
if there's a guy who does that and he knows he's going to do that, that's why he's going there. It's not an accident.
Yeah, that's
accident.
True.
Or he could prep himself by, snapping one off in the bathroom before he goes and gets waxed. If he wanted to, that would, buy him some time.
Yeah. Yeah,
there
you're
would
right.
Be 80% gratuity added to his bill if I was the waxer.
Yeah.
Like, you better
an automatic cleanup.
Good. Yeah.
Automatic cleanup.
That's fair, I would say. Yeah.
Hostman, yeah, there's always a male perspective on the female perspective. We just we like to rotate guests, and get whatever man of the hour we feel is worthy of our time.
Wow.
I'm just waiting for Vex to power back up because she's running the show. Let's see. I could we'll chat with the chat. I do have some things that I could pull up that, weren't going to make the show tonight. Just for time. I have a couple of tattoos. Neither really hurt. What did I miss?
No, sorry, I'm interrupting. Dildo was funny though.
Dildo?
Yeah.
Dildo's Hostman. Oh.
Vex likes pubes in her teeth. Reminds her for people's cuisine.
Wait, we missed her comment. Now I'm going back.
Fucking dildo.
I know what she's talking about too.
618. If you've got the timestamps on them.
My God, you guys, this is getting out of. Yes, she did have her boobs chopped off. We're trying to get to that. Yes, she signed off to wax. All right, let's see. What can we do? Do we have anything funny why we can fill the time? ZAXX, you have any more stories? Oh, I have something funny that we could just play that is so fucking cringy. It has nothing to do with being a female or a male or anything like that. It is just, it makes me hate celebrities so much more. It is just so fucking cringy. And I'll just play it since we have a minute. Well,
Do
I
it.
really hope. Let me see if she messaged me. I wonder if she's ever coming back.
Probably not.
All right. Well, then that really throws off our entire plan since Vex said that she was running this entire show.
It's
What if
Canadian
she's
spirit.
opening up her own waxing clinic right now as we speak?
She
'Cause now she has a great
probably
idea.
is.
I got an
She
idea for
probably
us.
is. All right. Did any of you guys see this horse shit?
Oh my god.
No.
Fucking
Did you see this?
I hate celebrity worship.
No.
This I fucking
Yes,
Speaking
Squeaka.
of-
You don't have to. You can come on as a Squeaka mouse. You don't have to identify as anything but what you are. I'd love to have you on. All right. We'll watch a little bit of this and just let our buttholes quiver just a little bit. But these people are just so delusional. It makes me want to throw up.
You have an obligation.
to
made
be
me actually throw up.
It's not important. You might think you're not important.
but that's not true. And the only way we can prove that
I like you. Why do you have to say this stuff, Robert Downey Jr.?
It's a paycheck. It's literally a paycheck. These people have
How
no
much more fucking money
idea.
do you need?
These people have no idea how the real world works. They literally have no idea how the
Oh,
real world
yeah.
works.
They
And
don't.
they
They,
think,
don't.
I'm so,
In his
I'm
case,
so
he's trying to bring back Mel Gibson. And so maybe this is part of the deal that he has to do this stuff to balance out. It's bringing back Mel, and I love Mel. So if this helps Mel
Me
in any way,
too.
I'm for it.
Okay, well, if that is what's happening here, I'll give him a pass. But these other people, there was one girl in here that was like crying. I'm like, get a hold
Ashley
of yourself.
Johnson.
Thank
She's
you.
big in the she's a voice actress. She's big in the D&D world. Yeah, I know who she is.
Okay, that makes sense. I couldn't place her. I've seen
to
her
you is by
before.
having lots of famous people.
Lots of famous people.
Lots and lots of famous people.
Just a shit ton of famous people.
But you only get this many famous people together if the issue's
One that truly matters to all of us.
A disease or
ecological crisis or
A racist,
soy
abusive
lattes.
coward who could
Do you
But they
like how
all
they
have-
gave the
Oh,
black
fuck.
man the racist line?
Yep.
permanently
Don
damage
Cheadle's the most
Bex, you're
basic black man in
back.
the world.
Yeah, she's back. We'll just finish this and we'll dive into we were just trying to make up for your loss. I mean your absence.
Oh, I'm still having connection issues, unfortunately. It's okay. It's okay.
We'll
Okay,
make it work.
okay.
Gooch.
Well, okay. Hi, Gooch. Good to see you. I'm getting nervous now. He's like becoming such a big YouTuber and like he's in my chat. Oh my god.
It's true. It's true.
Eddie, do the math. Do we really want to give nuclear weapons to a man whose signature move is firing?
Oh my god, did
Yep.
you see Biden walking into the curtains the other day and then yesterday or whenever D-Day was, he was trying to sit down and he could just please people. I know we don't get too political. I'm sorry.
Look,
I just
can I
wanted to
say
play
something?
this. Yes,
Can I say something?
please.
I am so tired of everybody. Oh, my feelings are hurt. This guy said, grab him by the pussy. Listen, vote by policy. Don't vote by the personality. They're all assholes. Just vote by
Yep.
policy. Don't vote by personality. Like,
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
The only difference I will say is that I can actually understand the words Trump is saying, and I really can't make one end or
To
the
be honest,
other.
I have a
of-
problem with both at their age. I mean, I know Trump is a little bit more sprier, obviously, than Biden, but like term age limits, guys. Like,
Yeah, there is no, for sure. I feel
Canada's
really bad.
looking at us like, yeah.
Yeah, no shit. All right, we'll
firing
finish this.
things.
But we can end this nightmare before it begins.
we can save the day.
for our children.
For our children.
For our children.
For our communities.
Our
The children you
communities.
don't
Our
even want to
communities.
have.
For America.
Exactly. Right.
The children you
America.
tell other
For
people not to
America.
have.
All it takes is all of us.
All of us.
All of us.
we cannot pretend both sides are equally unfavorable.
We can't say one vote doesn't matter.
Your vote matters.
Your vote matters.
It affects everything.
Not just the presidency, but the Senate.
The House.
Your local officials.
Immigration.
Immigrant.
Student
Fuck
debt,
me up.
common sense gun laws.
The Supreme Court. See, this isn't just an election, it's a tipping point.
For the country.
For the
world.
For your world.
Nathan Fillion. Fuck Nathan Fillion. Oh, of course he's in this video. There we go.
Where do I know him from? Help me.
He's,
Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly. He does Nathan, not Nathan. The oh my god, he wasn't in the Uncharted movie, was he?
Not in the movie, but didn't he voice?
That's what I think he voiced.
Yeah, for the game.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
okay.
That's where I know him from.
Gotcha. All right, we'll just finish. Is that Stanley Tucci?
It is.
Oh, good. It's over. Fuck off. All right. Well, that
Wait,
was
so
a
what
fun
was
little.
that?
Oh, that was basically just a bunch of celebrities telling you that you should not vote for Trump, and what if we did, what would happen to our society. And it's like, when you get a bunch of they basically said, when we get a bunch of celebrities together, we mean business. Like, we're important because we put a video together. I just had that on the
years
list.
ago too, I believe. That's during the 2020 election.
Is it? It's not a new one.
I don't believe it's a new one.
Oh, for God's sakes. Hi, AJ. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get to the nitty gritty of it, and I'm going to share this article and let ZAXX have her way with it.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. So pretty much, hold on. Can you share the article in the private chat again? Because I had to restart everything.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Por favor.
Yes. Copy.
I think there's like a 3 to 5 second delay on my end.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I do see what you're saying there. That's fine. Do you want us to say something? Wait 3 to 5 seconds for you to respond? Poor
No, that's
Vex.
okay. That's okay.
I shared it back. Did you get it?
I did. Okay. So we got
Okay,
got this article pulled up. Okay. So earlier this week, shilohjoliepitt, which is the oldest firstborn biological child of Brad and Angelina, she announced that she's going to remove the Pitt part of her last name to just become Shiloh Jolie. Now, their oldest adopted daughter, Zara, I don't know. She's also petitioned to do the same thing, remove the Pitt name from her last name. So if you guys remember, these two separated and divorced in 2016, 2019, 2017? Somewhere around there.
Hold on
Does
a
anyone
second.
remember?
How did Nadia get your hand icon?
I've always had my own.
Yeah, we have a different, it's a different hand also, clearly. Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay. Jesus. Sorry. Not all hands look alike, people. Okay.
I have an initial question.
Sure.
Is this some feminist bullshit because the patriarchy dropping their dad's last name when they went with their mom's last name, which is also her dad's last name, which makes absolute okay. Just checking.
No. Again, this is where the slideshow will come into play. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So essentially, I just thought this was very interesting news because everyone has taken Angelina's side throughout this divorce, even though there's really only one solid instance where Brad Pitt was allegedly abusive on a plane in 2016, despite them being together for over 10 years. None of his previous wives or girlfriends ever described him as being a menace either. But everyone's still taking Angelina's side. So in preparation, I have prepared a slideshow as to why Angelina Jolie sucks. So, sorry, let me just there you go, Sassy. You can share the screen if you'd like.
Oh.
So fucking early 2000s high school. I love it. Let's go. Did you make this in paint? This
is like a Tito Ortiz presentation here. What this is. Juice
Wait,
box.
and you can control this, right? You're good? I don't have to do anything.
I have access to this, yes. Okay. So I have presented a short list of some of Angelina Jolie's most disturbing behavior to prove why not only does she suck, but she is clearly manipulating her own kids against Brad because the system favors the women, right?
Right.
Okay.
Hold on. I need a little Mary Jane. Give me one sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. So she's had a pretty sordid history of extreme behavior. So she's the daughter of a French model and John Voight. So it's very famous that her and John Voight did not have a good relationship for a lot of their lives, respectively. He cheated on their mom a lot. He left when she was really young. They divorced. But Angelina's come forward very openly to state that she's had a pretty long history with like anorexia, substance abuse, and she even cut herself a lot at one point. If you dig through the internet, you can actually find a 16-minute video of her shooting up from 1999, which she gave her dealer permission to release that to the press, by the way.
Why? Why would she do that?
Right,
Holy shit.
Yes.
That's disgusting. Holy
Well, didn't
shit.
she wear what's his face blood around her neck for a
We're
long time?
gonna get there.
Oh, boy.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. So
There's actually on your part, Vex. FYI.
Oh, is there?
There was for a minute there.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. She'd said in an interview once, quote, "I used to cut myself or jump out of airplanes trying to find something new to push up against because sometimes everything else felt too easy." That was around when she was 16 or 17, by the way. Her mom didn't give her a lot of boundaries as a kid either. And at 14, her mom was totally okay with her older boyfriend moving in and living with them. Her backup plan before acting took off around that same 16, 17-year-old age was to become a funeral director because she went to her grandfather's funeral, was just like, yeah, dead bodies are kind of cool.
Oh.
And I thought I was fucked up.
To top it all off, so she's been in a number of music videos, right? So very famously, she was in the Rolling Stones music video for Anyone Seen My Baby in 1997. And at this time, Mick Jagger had developed quite a romantic fascination with her at his age, whatever that was back then. And they actually
72.
dated. Yeah, they dated for about a week while she was married to her first husband, Johnny Lee Miller, before she ghosted him.
Oof. Wow.
Okay. Again, this is one slide out of 13. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But Brad Pitt was the cheater. Right. Just checking.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
She
You have
was
a lot of time on your hands.
to assassinate her.
What?
Okay. So, quote, okay. This is going to sound insane, but there was a time I was going to hire somebody to kill me. With suicide comes all the guilt of people around you thinking they could have done something. With somebody being murdered, nobody takes some kind of guilty responsibility. Eventually, she thought not to do it, but she also said in the same interview that it's extremely easy to find assassins in New York City.
Oh, nice.
I understand why lobotomies were popular and that we should bring them back.
Okay. Well, this is all behavior before the turn of 2000, by the way. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, around this same time as well, this made headlines. She publicly made out with her.
Oh, yeah.
That's hot, though. I mean,
the true Lannisters.
yes.
Right.
Yep.
Now, so at the 2000 Academy Awards, she brought her brother, James Haven, as her date. And they made out on the red carpet after she won her Oscar for Girl Interrupted, which I think still is probably her best role to date.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
In an interview, she went on to say that I'm so in love with my brother. But she says that was just due to the excitement of the situation that she said that. But then that doesn't explain why there, as I've shown here, a second photo much later of them kissing on the red carpet.
Okay, this does seem weird. But
Go ahead.
Don does this with his dad all the time. So
I knew it. He had to have learned it somewhere. Mike,
That's
quick
his
question
obsession
now.
with Game of Thrones then. That's why Don likes that shit.
True.
Are they full-blooded brother and sister? I know it doesn't make
Yes.
it any better, but I just wanted to ask. Okay.
They are.
I mean, if they're stepbrother and sister, that's not as disgusting. That's
Are they a Targaryen or are they a Lannister? Which one are we going with? It's both incest, but it just depends on the spice.
There's different degrees of incest. There's different levels. So, okay, go ahead, Vex. I
Oh, no,
apologize.
hold on. One more question about this one.
Yes,
Does she
please.
often get stuck in the dryer, like at home? Does she get stuck in things and he has to get her out? Because that could be what
I don't
happens.
know.
Very common.
Yeah. Very common.
Very common.
Google it.
But once more, I would like to also state that the views of the host do not reflect the views of the panel. Just saying. There are not varying degrees of incest, in my opinion. Okay. All right. So this leads us into her first marriage to Johnny Lee Miller. Okay. So Jolie met Johnny Lee Miller when they were working on Hackers in 1995. They got married in a very small ceremony where she wore rubber pants and a grody t-shirt with his name scrawled in blood across it.
Oh, that's not a red flag?
Rubber
Okay.
pants?
Yeah.
He
Now,
couldn't do better,
when they
though.
divorced, apparently she still keeps in touch with basically all of her exes except for Brad Pitt.
Oh, I'm not
By the way.
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah. That's also a little bit kind of weird as well. But before, they divorced in 1999. She briefly was a lesbian, right, for a short period of time. But then comes her most famous marriage to Billy Bob Thornton, right?
Oh, God. Yep.
So they met in 1999 while filming Pushing Tin. Now, at the time, he was engaged to Laura Dern, and they had been together for quite some time, right? They suddenly broke up. Laura Dern had no fucking idea how. She partially learned about it from headlines because these two started showing up together everywhere. And then so they got married very, very quickly, a year later in Vegas. And in 2001, they made headlines for the whole blood vials thing.
Right.
Now, Billy Bob Thornton, since they got divorced and everything in 2002, basically they separated because she wanted to actually become a mom and do humanitarian shit. He already had kids from a previous relationship, so he didn't want to do that anymore. So it was just a conflict of lifestyles. But apparently, as far as recent as 2018, they still talk to each other on a regular basis. So
she likes to break up relationships.
Billy Bob Thornton would.
Okay.
Really?
Still?
Yep. Even today.
Can you explain why, please?
I don't know.
It's the energy, isn't it?
It has to. It's like, it's going to be crazy, but good. You'll feel guilty. You'll feel shameful, but it'll be worth it.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. Yeah. Now, after they divorced in 2002,
I hope Chris is not still listening.
You could do better, Nadia. You could do better still.
You could do better, yeah. It's the energy, though. I get it, Nadia. I get it. Okay.
Okay.
So, do I still have a delay? I think we're on par now, finally.
Oh, good.
No.
Okay.
No delay. Yeah, not that I've noticed.
Okay. So now, they separated in 2002. And around this time, she started filming a pretty big movie where she met her next husband, Brad Pitt. Right? So, they met on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which premiered in 2005, the same year that Brad coincidentally divorces Jennifer Aniston, who he'd been married to for about 5 or 6 years at that point, together for closer to 10.
Oh,
right?
I didn't realize it was that long. Okay.
Yeah, they got together like in the mid to late 90s. So they were together for some time. On top of that, like Jennifer Aniston at the time even said like it came out of nowhere for her because she thought their relationship was fine. She accompanied him on the press tours for Troy because that was the year prior. So she didn't think anything was wrong with their marriage until he sprung a divorce on her, right? And, they all say, oh, well, we started dating afterwards, but come on, okay?
Yeah.
So in July of 2005, the same year that they announced they were together, same year he divorced Jennifer Aniston, Pitt decides to accompany Jolie to Ethiopia to adopt her second child and first daughter, Zahara, right? And then by January of the following year, they had all changed their names to Jolie Pitt, and then the couple welcomed their first biological child in 2006, right? They adopted some more kids, right? They had their twins in 2008. They got engaged in 2012, married in 2014, and then they split in 2016. Okay? Again, interesting because Brad's abusive behavior never came up, and this is, again, a woman that has a history of blood with other partners. Okay? Just saying, okay? Now, in this same time frame, okay, Sony executives noted that she was a spoiled brat on set. So in 2014, there was a pretty big Sony breach, and there were a lot of emails that got leaked. And in those emails, it was discussed that this woman was a bit of a fucking cunt, okay? So Sony desperately tried to make the Sorkin-penned biopic of Steve Jobs, while Angelina Jolie tried to pull David Fincher away to direct her in Cleopatra. Producer Scott Rudin didn't like this move, and he said of Jolie, quote, "There is no movie of Cleopatra to be made, and how that is a bad thing given the insanity and rampaging ego of this woman, and the cost of the movie is beyond me." He had also told at the time Sony Pictures co-chair Amy Pascal that you better shut Angie down before she makes it very hard for David Fincher to do jobs, right? Now, in another email as well, Rudin to Pascal said, quote, "I'm not remotely interested in presiding over a $100 million ego bath we both know will be the career-defining debacle for both of us when talking about a Cleopatra film. I'm not destroying my career over a minimally talented, spoiled brat who thought nothing of shoving this off her plate for 18 months so she could go and direct a movie which was Unbroken." So she was notoriously difficult to work with, it seems, around this time too. Okay, she's a full-blown humanitarian, by the way, and people are just talking about how she's so great, how she's doing all these amazing things around the world, right?
Sure.
Now, she also did break into directing and stuff like that, and there was a controversy around one of her films.
Can I address the super chat real quick? Is that okay?
Yes, you can. Sorry, I don't have that pulled up on my screen. Yeah.
No, that's okay. So Doc Flamingo for $5 says, fun fact, say Angelina Jolie's name 3 times while we're looking in the mirror and you get syphilis. That's about right. Or possessed by the devil, one of the two. Sounds about right. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Vex, you may continue.
Oh, no worries. Thank you. So she directed the film First They Killed My Father, a daughter of Cambodia, which is based on a book of the same name by Long Eung, which was published back in 2000. And basically it talks about how this was a child of a government official, and they had a pretty rough childhood because Pol Pot came into play. I don't know what the fuck that is. I didn't look that up, so forgive me.
Yeah. The Khmer Rouge.
There were a couple interviews that came out.
Fun fact.
Okay, thank you. So there were a couple interviews that Angie and producers and some of the actors were doing to promote this, and in that they had admitted that the casting directors went to local orphanages in Cambodia, and they would bait children with money and fake scenarios of how they would spend that money, and that's how the lead girl in that movie got the part, but they didn't get to keep the money at all. So they baited all these fucking poor, homeless children with money to get them cast in Angelina's movie.
It's like Sound of Freedom, basically. Right?
I mean, I hope the Sound of Freedom kid got, money.
Oh, here you go.
Okay?
Dempsey looked it up for you. Pol Pot was a Cambodian communist, revolutionary politician and a dictator who ruled Cambodia as prime minister of Democratic Konnichiwa. I don't know how to say that. Kampuchea between 1976 and 1979. Thank you, Dempsey.
Makes sense.
There you go.
Okay.
Cambodia, but you're close.
Thank you.
Kombucha's a drink, though.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Nice drink, by the way.
Wait, that's how Cambodia is spelled?
No. It's Democratic Kampuchea, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, Kampuchea.
But that sounds
I think
like a region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
pulling a gooch with
No.
names.
You're good. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But yes, again, this is all while she's doing pristine humanitarian work. Okay. All right. Now, this brings us to her mothering skills. All right.
Oh yeah.
So
So
it's been
great.
pretty famously stated by many nannies of the Joliepitt household that these kids basically run amok and there is nobody controlling them, nobody implementing any rules for them. It is just like the parents aren't even in the equation. The kids just run the household, and there have been dozens of nannies that have come and go as a result. Usually if something bad goes down, or like there's a situation that a nanny relays onto the mother, like onto Angelina, she'll be just like, "Oh no, it's the kid's fine. Like, go, you're fired," basically, right? She takes the kid's side. And this was allegedly a really big issue in her marriage to Brad Pitt, because Brad was like, "No, these kids need some fucking rules. They can't be fucking animals." And he tried to be strict with them, but she always would just like She like disregarded him completely in front of the children and let them run fucking amok. Okay, so this kind of explains why Shiloh Jolie Pitt went through a bit of that weird trans tomboy phase for a bit.
Yes.
Right? Because these kids are just doing whatever the fuck they want, right?
Yep.
So now this leads us into, since she's already a bad mother, there was controversy around her adoption of Zahara.
Oh.
So she adopted this kid in 2005, right, from Ethiopia. And in 2017, her birth mother, which I'm not going to even try and pronounce his name, she did an interview with the Daily Mail. And she was 19 at the time that she got pregnant with Zahara. The kid was a product of rape as well. So she allegedly became sick during the birth. But Angelina was telling people as early as 2006 that she died in childbirth and Zahara was orphaned. So the mother tried to get back in contact to try and see her child. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt intervened right away to try and cut any of this off. I haven't seen any updates. But then they allegedly launched an investigation, the Ethiopian government, and there were stories that apparently the birth mother abandoned the child at the hospital. So who knows if she's just trying to chase some fame or if this is genuine, but given that Angelina seems to just take things that she wants.
Yes,
no kidding.
This wouldn't be something that surprised me, okay?
No.
And then
Mr. and Mrs. Smith ever again.
Sorry.
Right?
Ruined it for me.
And now finally, as I mentioned earlier, her relationship with John Voight, right? So back in, they had a very public fallout back in 2002 because he had done a couple things which Angelina didn't like. One was that he prematurely announced that he was a grandfather with the adoption of Maddox. And at the time, Cambodia was ceasing any sort of adoption because of like a virus that was going around. So that was a no-no. And on top of that, he had said in an interview that she had some serious mental problems and needed help. So they didn't talk for almost 10 years after that. Yeah. And this is on top of all the issues she had of him divorcing her mother when she was younger and basically abandoning the family is what she says, right? So they did reconcile though in 2010 thanks to none other than Brad Pitt.
Wow.
And then they
What a guy.
reunited like publicly on the red carpet in 2011. Yeah. He's so abusive that he rebuilt the relationship with your father.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in summation, this bitch is crazy, and I would not be surprised if she were manipulating her children against their father.
110%. That was fantastic.
Well done.
Absolutely. Absolutely well done.
I look forward to your next presentation next month.
Should I do these every month now?
You should.
I know. We'll take a topic of whatever crazy bitch, because this is the female perspective, and we like to call out crazy bitches around here. And yeah, I think so. Author Stephen Walton, good to see you.
Walton's here. What's up, Paul?
Okay, all right. That must be for you, ZAXX.
Walton.
Yeah, see? Blowing the kisses. He'll pay for your sugaring. Don't you worry.
That's right, baby.
Wow. Well,
here.
ZAXX, that was impressive. And, not that I don't think that we really needed to be convinced that she was batshit crazy, but that really puts it into perspective for the timeline. And I had no idea that she had a 16-minute video of her shooting herself up that she just approved to be on the, that she just put out there. Yeah. Yep.
There's so much more. I just kind of pulled out the big things, but there's a lot of dirt you can find on this woman. It's crazy that people are taking her side throughout all of this. Brad Pitt, by the way, is not really saying anything. So she's the only one that's publicly talking about all of this shit, and he's quiet. So I think that says a lot right there too.
Yeah, and I think if you put just them both side by side and went through just the list of all of the things that they've done in life, she definitely is way batshit crazy. And she's put herself out there. And so for the fact that she would even try to, sell her point at this point, she can't make one. She can't make one. She's absolutely, what has Brad Pitt done? Got mad on a friggin' airplane with her? She was probably being stupid.
Yeah.
Apparently
Guaranteed.
he grabbed her head and hit it a bit like against a seat or something or a window, And allegedly he choked one of their children.
Okay, but there might have been a fly on the window, right? So, you know, he did what he had to do. It's his job. It's
he
a blue
wasn't
job.
choking the kid. He was giving the kid maybe CPR or something was stuck in the kid's throat.
Could be. You don't know. You assume these things, people. And also, she borrowed her parenting style. It looks like from Madonna. And so I wouldn't, that's not the role model I would have chosen. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. No, I just, like I said, I think the public pretty much sees how crazy she is when she was wearing, vials of blood around her neck. That just right there. Fun fact, she tried to get a part in Coyote Ugly. Yeah, you wish. Dude, we have to put that on the MMM list, please, and put me down for that. And Gooch.
It's worth it.
Oh, please. Me too. I've never seen it. That would be a good first time watching it.
Yes. No, it's good. I liked it. I really liked it. So it would be a really big panel if we all did Coyote Ugly. Speaking of ugly, that was a bad transition. So the other two things Vex wanted us to talk about tonight is, there's been some newly crowned pageant queens. If you guys haven't noticed, hang on, we'll bring this up real quick here. Okay, and just one thing, I don't know. I have mixed emotions on this. I don't know how you guys feel. I know that I don't know. Anyway, hold on a second. Vex, are you still here? Did you fall asleep?
Wait,
I haven't either. So we'll both play this. So just so you know, this is now, wasn't there a fact check on this where she didn't actually win Miss Alabama? She won something maybe underneath that.
It was like Miss Alabama at like this little like American Miss pageant. So there's the statewide pageants that happen. Then there's the nationwide pageants that happen. And this is like just like a young Miss, so like a younger category, but she still got crowned Miss Alabama in that category, and it made news headlines. So that's the clarification.
Okay. And just to give you guys an idea, hold on one second. I think I wanted to bring this up just to give you guys an idea of who we were running against. Okay, here we go. Okay. We're going to share this instead. Okay, so this person right here is who she ran against. So those were probably the final
five, probably, yeah.
Final, yeah, the finals right there. And so she won. And hang on, we're gonna watch this video. Hold on one second.
I don't think you can use the term Ryan or running with her.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
agree with you. Yep.
Competed with, you could say, but not running against. No way.
Okay, there you go. Competing. Hi, Love Ty. Good to see you. All right, let's see. Let's hear what she has to say.
No sound.
No sound.
No
I
sound.
can't even really. Oh shit. Well, all right. Let me try this again. Stop sharing. Let me pull it back up. Sometimes it makes me pull it up twice.
Also, okay, can I just ask a question since I'm not in America, but are people in Alabama way overweight? Because I see a lot of fit chicks coming out of Alabama.
I think there's a mix of everything.
Everything, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just of all the states, of all the states in the South, I see a lot of fit chicks coming out of Alabama.
I would say more Florida.
Florida too, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Alabama's very still rural in a sense. I don't know.
Because they're all outdoors all the time, right? That's why I'm thinking.
But it's humid as fuck. No, they're not.
I mean, everyone, but then it's humid as fucking Florida too. So.
Yeah, but Floridians they're a different breed, man. They're a different breed.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, try it now, Sassy.
Okay, hold on a second. I hope it works this time. I don't know.
My family, see myself.
There we go.
Yes.
They're present.
The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds instead.
Am I gonna get copywritten for this shit? Is this a real song?
Yeah, that sounds like Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Oh. Listen, real quick. I've been a woman of a certain size. I still kind of am in different aspects, and there are a certain way to dress. And that's it. You look like your ass is in your front. That's not okay.
It's a party in the back and the front with this one.
Is this a sequel to The Whale?
My thing is like, you have to as a big girl herself, you have to get there to a certain point. Like there had to be a point prior to this where she's like, oh, I'm a little unhealthy. Like I feel like going for a walk right now in the 100-something degree heat. Like,
yeah,
this is not just because of her physical appearance, but her overall health. This is not good for her at a young age.
Right. And there is an article that Vex did share with me where she does defend that. Isn't that correct, Vex? Like there's
it's all in your hands now, Sassy. It's all in your hands now.
Yeah, no, I have the article pulled up. We'll look at it in a second. Okay. So yeah, let's just so this is yeah, there is more on the front than in the back. Bless her heart.
You know what it is she probably sits a lot, so all the fat just adapts to the front. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a guess.
Yep.
How many children had to be crushed by buildings to make that dress?
Oh God.
Apron bellies also are a sign of like hormonal issues. Not saying her overall weight, but putting weight in that area tends to mean your hormones are off whack.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Interesting.
Does that explain the back tits as well?
I don't know about the back tits. I just know that usually when you have an apron belly and you're cute, there's like your weight collects there because there's something off with your hormones, either like PCOS or something like that.
Apron belly. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up now. Okay.
Can we bring back fat shaming, please, someday?
Oh, we can
just
do
a
it
little
today.
bit. Just a little bit.
It's the stupid convenience of everything. We don't walk anymore anywhere. I mean, we get our food delivered to us, our groceries delivered to us. Most jobs are remote now. Like, when's the last time you've seen kids out in your neighborhood just chilling outside?
Today.
Yesterday night, I was driving around my van, the white van, looking for kids. I couldn't find any. So,
but I'm saying, like,
you're right.
people
Good
play
point.
outside. They're inside with video games and drinking soda, and just we don't like take care of ourselves and no longer walk everywhere.
No, that is true. That is true. And now I will say, like, in all fairness, like, it's still 105 out right now, and it's 7:00 here.
Get
so
your ass out there right now. It's called a treadmill.
But we used to see, when we would go to the water park and stuff, that was a very active thing to do. Like, so that's very popular out here. But you're right. Nobody really exercises anymore, and nobody does anything. Hang on
just
one
the
second.
Basics. I'm not even saying exercise, just the basics of how much we used to walk, how much you would walk, sometimes to your job, you would walk around your office, you would walk to the bus stop. There's a lot of walking entails. So just the basics, not even talking about going to the gym. We don't do that anymore.
You're right. You're right. Everything just comes to our front door. So we don't even have to leave the house to go out to do anything. A lot of things are all there at our convenience. 110%. I agree with you. So she said that she clapped back at her at evil trolls who called her unhealthy, among other things. So let's see what called her unhealthy and an elephant. Oh God, you're more than evil things people say about your body. I'm curious as to what her thought process was here. Great to finally see not some 100-pound blonde-haired blue-eyes who wants to win world peace. Congrats to Alabama and this queen. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, though? Do you think this sends the wrong image to young girls?
It's the wrong image for anyone to look at. I don't want to look at this fucking dead whale, man. It's disgusting.
Hang on. Bye, Gianna.
Listen, I understand the whole point of loving yourself if you have, like, I don't know, a birthmark, something just genetically you have no control over.
Right.
This is no good example for anyone. Like, she will probably die at a young age. It's
Good.
statistically factual. So why aren't you telling people, even as a plus size girl, maybe be like, yeah, I still go to yoga, I do stuff like this, it's good to take care of your body. That's even at least halfway decent. But yeah, this is not a good role model for anyone. It's statistically factual.
I'm just trying.
Tonight.
Some people like back, you know. Dildo loves his back tits.
No
one can do
bring back fat shaming. Have your parents fat shame you.
That's what I'm saying.
Live up. That's what I had to live through. Have your parents fucking fat shame you.
And
oh my God.
You'll stay thin.
To go further, let's bring back moderate bullying in general.
Shaming people.
I think the problem is everybody is just too, like, we have to be so nice and accepting of everything, you know, much like I'm talking about now on Sundays. If your child wants to, you know, transition or act a certain way or be called a certain name and change the gender, it is up to us as a society to support that. And so we have to support this as healthy behavior as well. Bush said that she went to yoga. Everyone choked on her palm kernel oil sweat that permeated the walls of the room.
She makes me.
Oh my God, this is my favorite. That's one of my favorite Seinfeld episodes. The ocean was angry that day, my friend. That was a good one. So anyway, she has won Miss Alabama. I'm just not. Listen, it gets worse though, people. It gets worse.
Yeah.
So
the question for the chat should be: would you rather a very overweight, at least biological female winning a pageant?
True.
Or would you like a trans man?
Okay, so here I'll give
trans
you
woman to win the pageant. I never get those right. I don't know which way.
So here is the picture to keep in mind. Okay, so keep this in your mind.
Okay.
Would you rather this
biological
female? She's a lot of a biological female, or would you rather? Would you rather smash? I wish Dawn was here. Smash. Oh no, Dawn would say no because the plus size woman did not have any back to her. Her front was in the butt.
No.
Well, her butt was in the front, so he would not smash. I've learned enough by now. Okay, or would you smash that? That person has a wiener between their legs, just so you know.
So if you go to this man's Instagram, actually, you can see the full body shots of her from this competition. By the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, was baileyanne? Hold on, let's see, baileyanne.
Bailey. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up my Instagram here.
Yeah, is it baileyanne Vincent? No, that's not it. Baileyanne. Okay,
well, maybe his name was Vincent. Okay, hold on a second.
Missmaryland 2024. Baileyanne Kennedy. There you go.
Baileyanne Kennedy.
Because
there she is. Oh, look.
Yeah. So are you a gay man if you marry trans women?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but like
100%.
we know they probably are, but like, do they say that?
Right.
What do they say?
So she married like a Navy SEAL or a sailor or something. We all know that he was fucking ladyboys in Thailand.
Oh yeah.
That's why he settled for him.
Is that Reacher?
Are we? So we haven't had our surgery downstairs. We're talking, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so.
Now, do we put this in the category?
If she had the surgery downstairs.
Sorry, say that again, Nadia.
No. She wouldn't look as healthy if she had the surgery downstairs because those things come with a lot of complications and stuff.
Okay, so chat, now that you're seeing this, would you smash the heavyset lady or would you smash this transgender person, male to female, but probably still has the wiener?
Roman, do you know this person?
Oh, Roman might. Yeah. Yeah, in the Navy.
He was a Master Chief after all, right?
So let me just ask you something real quick. I'm going to pull this up again. Do we put her into the Blair White category?
That's true. Yeah, because Blair White's pretty much on par.
Blair White looks. Yeah, Vex, what is your opinion? Because I know you think Blair White pretty much is very well.
Blair, okay. I feel like, yeah. Blair White, I feel, is like the exception because, like, if you just put a paper bag over her face, I would think that's a natural, like, a woman with fake tits.
This one here,
like,
or Blair
she's
White?
Pretty Blair White.
What about this one?
I can tell this. There's a video of her walking, and you can tell it's a man when she walks.
Okay.
I don't know if I saw it on Instagram or somewhere else, but you can see her walking in the bikini.
Oh, in the bikini? She's sashaying
No,
right
you can't
there.
tell in the dress.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's fine because all of them do it. But
here, this one right here.
Yeah, you can tell it's a man when she walks.
Oh God,
Where
ZAXX, what
it? Where? Definitely gets triggered.
Oh, definitely. So now this is what she's making they're making history because a man dressed as a woman gets to beat out a bunch of biological women. How is that fair?
I mean, now we're not talking about race, at least, right? Like, we beat racism for sure because no one's brought that up.
You guys, you can't tell me that that's not a good job there. I mean, you can't tell me that doesn't pass.
It's a good job when you just look at her like this, but when you look at her next to some of the other contestants, like there's a blonde in a white dress that was like one of the top 5. I don't know if there's a top 5 photo on her Instagram at all. But that chick should have 100% won instead of her. No, it's not on her Instagram.
Oh, she won?
One of the articles.
She won.
Yes,
too?
she won.
Oh.
Miss Maryland.
Miss Maryland, yeah.
Jesus.
ZAXX, we're making history here. We're making history. That's what we're doing here. We're so lucky to have you.
History. Oh wait, it's still history. Sorry.
Oh.
That's a typo. Should I put that on there? Let's see if this. I see right there.
I read it. Oh, go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I read a statistic earlier this week that like bottoms that engage like regularly in anal sex have like a ridiculously high chance of being anally incontinent by the age of 40.
Yep, you did share that in our chat, and I read it wrong at first. I was concerned because I'm over 40, and then I read that it was not for straight people.
Roman, is that true?
Unless you're a woman that takes it up the butt quite often.
I did, yeah, I did say that too.
Right.
Do you notice that she's wearing a little cover up over her wiener area in case she gets hard?
Oh yeah, I don't think that's they did it in Miss Congeniality as well, okay? And there was no penis there. But like
but you can tell by her, like, to me it looks like a man's body with tits added to it.
It does, yeah. It does.
It's not curvy, it's not feminine.
Yeah, I guess if you look at the girl next to her over there, I do see what you're saying.
Yeah, but what if it's just a blowjob? Just a blowjob, and you don't tell your friends? Then that's maybe.
I mean, you got a story for us, ZAXX?
Not yet, but I'm hoping. Not yet. But like, no. I mean, that's a bad choice no matter what.
I mean, I can't get a blowjob, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yep. They all.
No,
that's Chris.
Bush is right though. Fast female swimmer, best female Jeopardy player, strongest woman, best female fighter, fastest female runner, prettiest female in Maryland are all men. He's right. He's absolutely right. And but we're just supposed to sit back and this is what we're supposed to do right here. We're supposed to just, well, I wonder if any of them are given side eye. We're just supposed to be supportive. But I don't understand, like, never mind. I don't know why you even question, like, why do we even allow this? Why is this even okay? There should be categories. And if you have a vagina, that should be the category that you fall into.
I don't
It's very
understand
weird.
why they
Nadia.
don't just make a trans. Oh, sorry.
Nothing.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Sorry,
Bex.
sorry. I have a delay, so it's my bad.
That's
I
okay.
just, yeah, I just don't understand why they aren't making trans leagues for people at this point.
Because they want to erase all women and become us.
It makes more sense, like, because people would be a lot more accommodating if they just had their own thing, and people that agree with it can go and watch that or vote on it, and you get far less backlash, because the track record is you get a lot of backlash, you lose a lot of support. So just people will be a lot more accepting if you aren't trying to just take over everything. It's the
I
slow
agree.
win. It's like what they did with gay marriage.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. If they would just allow this and stop trying to, force themselves into our categories, it's like, create one of your own fucking categories. Leave us alone. And I would respect it more if they had a trans category or a trans pageant or a trans, sports league and all that shit. But they don't want to be seen different. They want to be seen as whatever they identify as, and we have to accept it or we're bigots.
Right.
And I think that's, but you're already mentally fucking ill by thinking that, you should have tits when you have a wiener between your legs. So we have to cater to that by allowing you to come over and hang out in our group where we are full women, but we have to accept you if we don't, we're not supportive. So I don't know. I couldn't believe when I saw this. I mean, right there.
But you're right.
How does that make
Sassy, that's it, 100%. Is you can't give them a third category because they want to be this thing, not another category of a thing. They want to be a woman, and we're supposed to pretend. And that's where they draw their line. So they can't do a third one, even though I think when they did this stuff, they didn't consider sports. But now that they are, it's like, okay, well, it's a fun little side effect that you can just win competitions now. After this tonight, I'm going to go to my first powerlifting competition as a woman. It's going to be great. I'm ready.
I know. I can't wait. You know what? You're going to look. Did you see Lady Ballers? That's going to be you, ZAXX. You're going to look, but your shoulders will be better than those guys in the movie. But I could just see you with your big shoulders out and just like a really bad wig. I think you should go blonde with your big dark eyebrows.
I'm thinking shirtless. Just
you
go
could.
all out with it. Just to rub it in. Just to rub it in.
Nadia, go ahead.
I'm just mad that they think popping some pills and either cutting off their junk or adding boobs just equals, being a woman. That's exactly what a woman is. Just putting tits on and, maybe putting a dress on and cutting off your dong. That's what it means to be a woman. And I'm tired of it. I'm very tired of it.
I definitely agree with you 100%. It's insulting, and the fact that it's being pushed on us so much is just, and we're not allowed to be mad about it. Although my daughter said, for real, what is my generation? I know it's
okay,
your
Jules.
stupid generation.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
You know what? I was going to play something else, but because Nadia brought that up, if this does come up, this is a good breakdown of exactly what you were just saying, Nadia. So I don't know where this is. Come on, pull up for me. Oh, I don't know if it's just not working. Oh, wait, shit. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Let me try it again. It was loading and I prematurely, ejaculated.
Perfect.
Hold on.
Well said.
Oh, you got sugar.
Okay. Yes, I got sugar. Okay. This just goes, and then I have something for ZAXX, actually. I want his opinion. I actually want everybody's opinion on this because it was very weird. Let me share this screen. And this right here explains exactly what Nadia was talking about. By the way, she's very pretty, I think, and she is a female. But you can see the little picture in the back of Dylan Mulvaney. So let's dissect this real quick.
Dylan
Mulvaney has no idea what girlhood is. Girlhood is spending the entire summer you turn 13 crying and trying to figure out why you feel like a little girl and a grown woman at the same time. It's always having a sweater on hand in high school just in case you need it to tie around your waist so nobody will see blood on your pants. It's finding yourself as a teenager feeling both awkwardly sexualized and not sexy enough somehow at the same time. It's spending hours on your knees praying that your body will be able to get pregnant and then falling back down on your knees feeling devastated and like a failure when your body loses a baby you desperately wanted. It's worrying
Hold on.
Yep. Okay. Hold on. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead, babe.
I understand where she's going for, and this is coming from me. It's a little
Yeah.
Barbie monologue going on here.
You think so?
A little Barbie monologue going on here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
A little bit.
But go
Yeah.
ahead. Like she's
Okay.
not lying. Like these things suck, but it's just a little Barbie monologue. Vex, am I right? Wrong? Feels a little bit like that.
I put on the Barbie icon. You're
Yeah.
right.
It does. Just a little bit. But go ahead.
Sorry, guys. I had to
Okay.
go and break the deadlift record for women. So,
You're back.
yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Thanks.
Yes, it is, but I feel like this was a little bit more of like what our bodies go through versus, I don't know. But
Actually, you
in
know what? Before
comparison,
you
yes,
Before you continue this, since we have a male on the panel,
Mhm.
since we have all of these varying discussions and definitions of what it is to be a woman, what is it to be a man?
That's a good question. Well, it starts with a penis.
Okay.
And I think that part of it, like there's the obviously biological definitions, which I guess you can just make up as you go along. But I think being a man means that you're responsible, accountable, protective, that you can have sex at least 3 times a day. And yeah. And you like to have sex with mostly women. Josh is a man, so he can still be a dude, right?
yeah, that's true.
I'm good with that. But yeah, that's kind of the basics of it, I think. But
Okay,
gotta
so
feed the
then
tribe. I'll absolutely kill a buffalo for you guys.
Okay.
You gotta
Okay,
skin it
so-
though. That's women's work.
And I don't know if you guys have picked this up listening to his definition of what a man is, but you notice how there's actual definable physical traits and personality traits that he was able to put in there. Whereas even Dylan Mulvaney makes this mistake, and this bitch is making this mistake. So far at least, she's
Okay.
conflating all of these non-specific, non-conformative things that women may feel, but are not necessarily things that most women feel. And they are by no means defining parts of what a woman or girlhood is. So a great example is fucking faggots go through the same shit when they're 12 or 13, thinking, oh, do I like boys or do I like girls?
True.
They have
fair
that
enough.
same thought about sexuality. So yeah, she's Barbie monologuing, but at the same time, she's doing what everyone else is doing. She's not defining anything for me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. Do we even want to finish this at this point? Do we want to
finish
hear
it,
what else
finish it.
you want to do?
We're
Okay.
halfway there. Yeah.
Okay.
Mammograms, pelvic exams, ectopic pregnancies, birth control, and postpartum depression. It's being afraid to walk alone at night. It's dedicating your body to the growth, development, and nutrition of
There's
a
still
new
a
human
minute
being that is
left.
completely dependent and reliant
I know.
on you, and using your body to play a major role in keeping the human population alive and still feeling like it isn't good enough, it isn't skinny enough, it isn't perfect enough. It's watching your little babies grow from fetuses to infants to toddlers to children to teenagers and into adulthood, feeling your heart swell with joy at watching them grow and heartbreak at the same time because it means they need you less. It's going through the
Okay. So that a man could also go through that because men watch their kids grow from babies to and whatever the fuck she said. And I mean, ZAXX, as a dad, I'm sure you feel that way too, watching your kids grow.
Yep.
So that's
Yeah.
not just a woman thing. So that was stupid.
long and slow process of menopause and watching as your body
Menopause. Do you deal with that, ZAXX? She went right into watching her kids grow to get in menopause. Jesus.
I started with menopause, so I don't know how that works. Yeah.
I
was
don't
born that
know.
way.
I don't know.
your mind drastically change all back over again, almost the way they did when you were 13. And of course, it's being expected to sit back and quietly watch as males dress up like you, as they mimic you, as they mock you, and as they get brand deals and millions of dollars for doing so. It's wonderful, it's difficult, it's heartbreaking, it's exciting, it's fun, and it's very deep. So deep, in fact, that it is intertwined in your very DNA. And it is something that can never, ever be purchased nor
Sammy?
surgically manufactured.
Okay, hold on. So let me ask an honest question now that we've heard this dumb bitch prattle on for 90 seconds.
Yes.
For you, Sassy and Nadia, what is it to be a woman?
Means I
Nadia,
have
go
to
ahead.
suffer getting a period for so many years and then have to go into menopause. Also means I can give birth. Also means I can produce breast milk. Also means I have breast. Like there's a lot of biological things that makes us a woman.
I will
Okay.
agree with Nadia, except for the breast milk part. Some of us cannot make breast milk.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I'm saying
I'm just kidding.
That's what being able to have children biologically, whether you can or not, but having the parts to do so, being born with those parts, makes you a woman.
Just my vagina alone makes me a woman.
Okay.
That's all I have to say. I
What do
mean,
you think
it's
socially makes you a woman? What are your expectations of as a person if you're a woman? Curious.
Because the birth part is the easy thing to identify.
Right.
But like,
right.
what is your actual role in humanity, in society as a woman?
To raise the next generation, to be better than the current generation. We're meant to, in a sense, like I said in the chat, be the heart to our partners. We're meant to find a partner that can protect and provide so that we can have children with them, raise that generation, and we're meant to be, in a sense, the caretakers of that family.
I kind of think it's just to sit around and be pretty and make a sandwich once in a while. I make a fucking great sandwich.
Oh, and making a sandwich.
I'm not even trolling. Like I make a really good sandwich. I kind of think as a woman, I feel like it is to be the nurturer in the household. Usually you're the nice one at like your kids. Oh fuck. I hope I didn't just fuck my mic up. The kids generally go to their moms for things that they need nurturing with, and they go to their dads for. I think that the parents, fathers and or women and men have different roles when raising their children. If that makes sense, I just feel like we have a different nurturing, caretaking role than most men do. I mean, ZAXX, how do you feel about that? The difference between you and your wife and what your roles are in your house, in your household.
It's a big difference, and I can tell you too. One thing from being a single dad for a while with, I also coach sports. I coach soccer, and so like taking my kid to soccer, I would have the practice plan all done up. I'd have all the equipment I need. Everything's ready. I'm carrying bags full of stuff, but I would forget his water bottle, like those kinds of things. Like I have everything else, but he has nothing to drink now, and so those kinds of things are stuff that my wife helps with. Make sure that the kids have lunch packed, that it's a decent lunch. It's not just whatever would fit in the lunch case. Like it's always like it's proper food. It's raw food too sometimes. And it's not just like me putting in crackers and cheese, more crackers and cheese, and then also crackers and cheese and a juice box into the lunch. Like that's the kind of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. I could adjust to it. Eventually I did when I was on my own, but it's not naturally what I would think about. And the opposite is true too for like situations publicly where like, these things you don't want to do as a man is your neighbor gets stuck in the driveway here in the snow and you got to go push him out. You have no choice. You don't want to do it. You're not a hero, but you can't sit here and watch that, right? Same thing. I had a situation. I was downtown driving around and this guy was grabbing his girlfriend by her hoodie and trying to drag her back into the house. And so I had to stop, get out, and then go and deal with that because I'm a man and there's no one else doing it. And so you have to do it. And I didn't feel great about it. I didn't want to fucking meddle. I wanted to just keep driving is what I wanted to do, but you have to do these things. And like, that's That's responsibilities
That's
that we
part of
have.
being a man. Yeah,
Right.
that's your responsibility as a man to be a protector, which is why I'd much rather have a man than a bear in the woods. Fucking retarded women who
That
said
is
they
so
would rather
stupid.
have a
But
bear.
you have the same responsibilities too. Like, if
Right.
you're both coming to a scene, there's kids are in a fight. The kid who
Right.
wins runs off. Well, then I'll go catch that kid, and you look after the kid who's been injured. Right.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with those roles. You can switch them if you want to, but I think there's a natural system in place, and we can kind of lean on that.
Yes, I agree with you. Look, Bush has a girl boner for you. No,
Yeah,
but I think you
baby.
explained it. I think you explained it perfectly. Men and women have separate roles, and it's just something that's in our DNA. Now, not all women are nurturing. There's a lot of women out there who don't have that nurturing side of them, and they choose not to have children, or they're a little bit tougher of moms, or they raise their kids differently. But there's just different. Yep, Vex, I was waiting for that. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying that we're all the same, but I think to
Sure,
point
yep.
out that, there are women that aren't nurturing, or women that can't get pregnant, or women that don't have husbands. Those are all exceptions to the rule. They are
Okay.
not the rule.
Right.
So I think
No,
you're
for sure.
it's a bad argument to point out. That's all.
Gotcha.
Continue making your point. Sorry. Go on.
No, I just think it's up for interpretation too. I think certain men expect certain things from women that other men may not. I think everything is up to like what they want in a relationship, what they think a woman should be. Some men like to marry masculine women that they can work out and pump iron with, and they compare their muscles. Listen, who am I to judge? Say ZAXX knows. He sees them at the gym.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
I
different, though.
I think it's a hard argument sometimes. I think we all tend to go to, well, women have a different reproductive system than men do. And oh, sure. Yeah. If you want to send it, Vex, that's fine.
Okay, I'll send it.
Okay. But I do have a question. ZAXX, I don't know if I know you're pretty private with like your life and stuff, but do you have a daughter?
No, 2 sons.
Two
Thank
sons.
fucking God. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I have a personal question then.
Yep.
Personal question. Okay. How did you guarantee that you had sons?
Oh, I see
How did
what
I
she's saying.
guarantee that?
Okay. So I've been doing some research, right? And I just want to figure out how I can guarantee that I conceive a son and not a daughter.
Jump
Doggy
up and
style.
down after, maybe.
There are different tricks, they say. I don't know. You'd have to read up on it, but I think
Make sure he
isn't-
eats steak right before.
And I think it's mostly up to the guy, right? So get him
Yeah.
to do some stuff, maybe.
Yeah, because you're more likely to conceive a male in the earlier parts of your ovulation, because if you're having sex continuously, those little guys got a little bit of time to get to your ovulation. So like if you have sex like 2 days before ovulation, they're already there, kind of deal.
Gooch stands by this every single time we have this conversation. That is his go-to.
Yeah, no,
Okay. I thought he just...
I'm sitting there awkwardly, and he's like, because everybody knows I have fertility issues. I'm trying to have my first, and he's like telling us to go talk. So I'm like, okay.
See, like this makes me worried, because like that's basically all my husband drinks. Is he just drinks Coke Zero, and I've shown him that it's not good for baby making. And for the love of Christ, I do not want to have a daughter for my first, at least.
Dude, I'm oldest of 8, and we're all mostly girls except for one boy. How do you think I feel? I don't want any more women in our family. Fuck that.
Vex, listen. I have 2 boys.
My
And he
husband's
drinks
mostly
Coke.
Italian too, so
Oh, sorry about that.
Just take Mucinex. Just take Mucinex. You'll be fine.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess that's a thing. If you take Mucinex, helps with your mucus levels down there, so it makes it easier.
Oh, whoa! There, Dempsey has one.
Have all
You
biased all three of the secrets. Lots of oral between sessions on him.
Yeah, because you need a fresh batch.
It's very smart. Yep.
I have a girl, and a boy. Okay. See, okay, so like on my side of the family, there's more girls, even in my aunts and uncles on both sides. But then on my husband's side of the family, all siblings in the immediate family, all boys, 3 boys. And then in the extended family, there's 1 granddaughter or 1 niece, and the rest are nephews. So there's a lot of boys on his side.
Hmm.
I don't know if that plays into it at all.
Roman, yeah. No, dude.
I think it's weird though, because like, so my mother-in-law had 2 boys, her brother had 2 boys, and her other brother had 2 girls. Like, it's just, I don't understand how it's fucking weird. It's weird. Double.
My dad
I wonder,
had five girls till he finally had his boy.
Wow.
Damn, 5 girls. Jesus. Now, did he keep trying to get that boy, or did he didn't care?
So my dad and mom had 3 of us, and then he remarried somebody much younger and had 3 more. 2 were girls, and the last one was boy. My brother and I, there's a 30-year difference between us.
30?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy
What?
Toledo.
Yeah.
That's
Holy shit. Wow.
Oh, girls are actually
You're more likely
easier.
probably going to have a girl for the first one.
Yeah, probably. Holy shit.
You know what? Okay, Roman, I don't want a daughter because being a girl that has grown up in this society is fucking terrifying. And I don't want to have to deal with that for the first. That girl will 100% be slitting her wrists, and she's going to go and fuck a bunch of dudes. And I'm going to find her gangbang video on the internet, okay? I don't want a daughter for my first.
ZAXX.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Hold on.
Only boys. Only boys.
Listen. Hold on, Lance. Hold on. I gotta address something. I am the mother of a 16. Yes, being a mother of a girl is very hard. We went through our trials and tribulations. It doesn't mean that they're gonna be a fucking ran through whore, though. You can
listen.
You can lock them in the basement.
I could. Well, there's no basements in Florida, first of all, so I can't do that.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any here either.
But it's just like genuinely, like this is because I'm just thinking like, oh my God, if I didn't have any sense in my head, I would totally have been a whore. Like, honestly, like I would have been ran through so many fucking times. I would probably be a borderline drug addict. I would have absolutely no rational thought in my head whatsoever. I definitely wouldn't be married right now. I don't want to raise a daughter at all.
But I don't understand. Your parents are still married, and you are have a good head on your shoulders. That you don't line up for the statistics.
Listen. You don't line up for the statistic either.
Yes, I do.
I do.
My parents basically said
I do.
My parents told me to fuck off at age 9. Like I was listen. I have major daddy issues.
Like statistically, you should have been a slut, but you weren't.
Yes. No, you're right. I should have been. I should have been a ran through meth addict. So
there you go.
Lance, are you here? How are you?
I am here. I've just come in from my 80s clubbing night.
Oh my God. What are you sharing here? What's this?
So, well, I don't know where you're at on this issue, but I thought I'd share this story. So, a few years ago, a transgender friend of mine in London was murdered. And this is her, Naomi Cersei. Me and my ex-wife actually met her clubbing with her then boyfriend. This is the guy who did it. He met her on a swingers website. He was a low-level drug dealer. They basically had a big sex and drugs binge weekend. He also had a Polish girlfriend who was this girl who he he told her that he was I don't know what he told her he was doing, but he said he was somewhere else. They partied at his house. She was there for like 3 days in his apartment. His defense was that she held him prisoner and attempted to rape him. This defense was destroyed by the fact that they were caught on CCTV a day and a half in going to get snacks from the supermarket. He basically lost his shit. I think he had sex with her. He then, you know, drugs are coming down. He kind of like had a massive come down, lost his shit, stabbed her 57 times.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy
And
moly.
there was a massive increase in knife crime that year. There was a huge number of murders. It was a leading story, this huge number of murders we had in London. I think it was 2017. And we were just talking about that, and I Googled it, and there was a big article about all the people that had died. And we were scrolling up it, and that was when I found out about her murder. It had happened about 2 weeks previous, but it wasn't a big story at that time. And he hadn't been convicted at the time. In fact, there was almost no publicity until the conviction, because the police were making sure they wanted him to get jailed. Absolute scumbag, this guy. And she wouldn't have hurt a fly. She was totally harmless. I mean, obviously, clearly liked to party, but just like, I remember we sat at a table with them in a club for about 6 hours, and we met them about 3 times at that club. You know, so I was writing the Diamonds in the Sky book at the time, and I wanted every character in that book to be from extremely different backgrounds, particularly backgrounds and cultures that I particularly wasn't familiar with. I always like to push myself as a writer. So I decided to make one of the characters trans, and that character was partly based on her and partly based on my friend Lisa Cage, who is the image in my avatar. Now, Lisa Cage is the cousin of Vin Diesel. She was another trans girl who supposedly is passed away, but that's bullshit. She faked her death, ran off with some rich guy, but then I don't think that worked out. So it's kind of a big mystery, like what happened to her. But anyway, the trans character in my science fiction book series is based on those 2 individuals combined as one character.
Wow. That's crazy.
And that was kind of my insight into that world, because I met Naomi when I was researching that kind of world and meeting people in that environment, because I wanted to get the character right. I wanted it to be truthful. And, you know, that was how I ended up having some transgender friends. I mean, I've got very strong views on certain issues around the whole thing, and I'll tell you mine very quickly. One is I'm completely against people under the adult age being given any kind of drugs or whatever to send them one direction or another, because I don't think they should make that decision until they're an adult. I know there's this whole argument about if people get beta blockers early and whatnot, but they're still kids at the end of the day. We you know, like I had a goth phase when I had long hair and it was dyed black. You wouldn't catch me with that hair now. It was a thing I went through. It was a thing. And I'm not saying that people don't know. It's the same with being gay. Some people know they're gay very, very early, but you're talking about irrevocable physical decisions, and there are people that did these things underage, and we're not talking 1 or 2, we're talking large numbers that have come out and said they regretted it. So I have very strong views on that. I also have very strong views on women only spaces, you know, like this whole thing with trans women in sport, like the Russian, was it the Russian swimmer or whatever? That's just utter bullshit. Women's sports, in order for the competitive element to be fair, it's got to be gender specific. If we're going to have a transgender Olympics or whatever, fine. Or we're going to have a transgender team, fine. I'm all for that. And I'm all for transgender people having their spaces and having their rights. Absolutely. In the same way that I support the LGBT community, but you've got to respect other people's spaces as well.
Yes.
Women need women's only toilets, you know.
Right.
And there's a wide range of people within the trans community, and I feel some of them are exploiting this, and I feel it's a minority, but I feel there are people that are exploiting the I don't like going in gender neutral toilets. I mean, no guy likes to do put this in my byline. No guy likes to do a poo in a public toilet, full stop. You definitely don't want to do it in a cubicle next to a woman.
No, definitely
not. And I also don't want to go for a piss and get my cock out in a toilet space where suddenly a woman might come in with her daughter. It just makes me feel massively uncomfortable. So I do have strong views about you know, the spaces and that kind of thing, but I also do support a lot of the other elements, and you know, I'm very against phobia and people attacking trans people for whatever reason, especially any kind of abuse, etc. There's a very good documentary at the minute. I talked about it on the Nielsen ratings on Tuesday, called Miriam, the Death of a Reality Star.
Which I watched all 3 episodes, by the way.
It's good, isn't it?
It was phenomenal.
Yeah,
but like
it's a really good example of kind of, you know, how people in that community should not be fucking exploited, but they were back in the day just for ratings. So I guess my bottom line on this topic is there's a multitude of issues, and they're all complicated, and people have very strong opinions. I've given you mine, but what I always think is it's important to always have dialogue and always have conversations.
Yeah. I think we're kind of on the same page, more or less, but this is the problem that we're having, is that these people just want to come in and take over a space, which isn't fair to the people already in that space, right? Like have a toilet to themselves, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I didn't catch all of your conversation earlier, but basically, you know, women need their own space in terms of toilets and things like that. You know, it's and I mean, in terms of stuff outside of that, clubs and whatever, and and modeling, and I'm trans people. It's all good. But in terms of competitive sports as well, I think it's you know, it's unfair for some super built, barely female Russian mega athlete to come in, and South Park did a really good episode on this way back in the day, where this trans competitor came into the women's sport of boxing and just beat the shit out of all the female contestants, like smashed them to bits and got the trophy. And it will go that direction. It's women's football. There was a big issue with this recently in the UK. That's one of the few sports where it is just an all-female team, and it's like there's transgender people fighting to get in it. It's like, no, do you know what? Go and have a transgender team if you want to do that.
Have a transgender league. Like nobody, you'd have a lot less pushback from people if you just had your own thing and let the people who support it, who are open to it, embrace that. And you get a lot more positive traction. You get a lot more acceptance instead of trying to be, oh, I want to become a woman, so I am going to be a woman, and now I am a woman kind of deal. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I think people need to sort of, it's a bit like with the various agendas being enforced into our, you know, IPs that we're just watching for fun. Doctor Who is a good example. And I said this to Drinker, actually. We were talking about this the other day. It wasn't on one of his streams. It was when me and him were chatting in private. And recently there's been a lot of kind of people making deliberate statements to effectively ostracize the older white male fan base, and making very, very big statements on interviews like, yeah, we're doing this to deliberately annoy people. We're doing this, you know, we don't care with this, that, and the other. If you flipped any of those conversations in reverse and reverse the circumstances, oh, I'm making this show to annoy black gay people, that would be completely unacceptable language. Rightly so, by the way, rightly so. First of all, I would never do anything like that. And secondly, I would never say it, even as a joke. I find it really offensive that people are now banding that around like it's okay to say these things, and I feel personally marginalized. I feel marginalized in my industry now. Have quite strong feelings about this. I'm probably going to do a stream about it soon, and I think this is really unfortunate because what it's doing is it's increasing the divide between us. We're not building bridges, we're breaking them. And this is not the way to go, to constantly attack us and, you know, make us feel like we don't have a place or a say anymore. And if we do disagree with anything, we're either bigots or racists or homophobes or transphobes. That attitude is nonsense because it shuts down conversation, it shuts down dialogue, and then all that happens is people just shout names at each other, and you know. Anyway, there you go. That's enough from me. But
thank you, Lance, for your story. No, it's fine. But this is why we like to do like this podcast once a month, because now it's like, because it's just there's no two-way dialogue. Now we open a two-way dialogue by having a conversation about it, and then someone picks up on this, and now we're kind of spreading the. Maybe it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be supporting this thing, or maybe I should be thinking this, or maybe I should be looking at it this way, right? So, but dude, you just went out 80s dancing and you came home and started telling us about this sad shit. What happened tonight?
well, no, I had a good night, but on the way home I nearly got mugged, so I had to take because the train that was going to near my house wasn't running, so I had to take this other train where there's a night bus, but the road where the night bus was on was completely closed off, and it was all blocked with fences and stuff because of roadworks. So there was like 5 bus stops that were shut, and this guy started following me, proper big guy, and it was like I started increasing my pace, he started increasing his pace, I ran, he ran, and I was like, oh shit. So I ended up calling my friend urgently on his phone, Dickon, who co-founded the Outcasts with me. And fortunately, his flat was near that part. So I ended up in his apartment for a bit, and then he ordered me an Uber home. So there you go.
Nice.
Bit of an exciting night.
Sassy, you pulled something up.
Well, I knew that we had some time, and I know that you had asked for me to put this on the doc. You wanted to talk about the gay in the wilderness. Were you still interested in talking about that?
I didn't watch it. Did anyone else watch it?
What's it called?
No, I haven't either. I was just gonna play.
Yeah.
Queer Planet.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess we can play this real quick and see if anybody's interested. But I just figured we could dissect it real quick.
The paparazzi really are everywhere.
Everything you were taught as a kid is wrong.
You make me wanna dance. Gay penguins, bisexual lions, sex-changing clownfish.
This is a queer planet.
Queerness has always existed. It's only in humans that we have such a stigma about it.
The idea of 2 fixed sexes is clearly out of style.
Mother Nature is pretty open-minded. Sex is not just for reproduction.
It's clear that no matter where you look on our planet, nature is full of queer surprises.
To be honest, we should all probably get laid a little more than we do.
I won't disagree with that.
Oops, sorry. There you go. There you go. So if anybody is interested in watching, why do we even need this? Why do we even need to promote that the animals are gay? Are we really this into wanting to groom our children and everybody around us to just convince everybody to be gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what doesn't exist? A gay species.
There's no species that is consistently has gay members or is just gay. No.
Right. That would be it for them. So, I mean, yeah, you can play on the sidelines a bit if you want.
I remember hearing about it in monkeys quite a bit, but I've not particularly picked up on it in anywhere else. But if it's an animal program that's not narrated by Richard Attenborough, then I'm generally not interested.
I wanted to get your idea on this. This is why I was asking you, ZAXX, if you had a daughter, because this is posted by Vex loves sugar tits, right?
You just got rated.
Who doesn't? You're getting heavily rated. What's up?
Oh, who is that from?
Bigot Army.
Hypnotic?
Yep.
Oh, thank you so much, Hypnotic. Wow, thank you. That was
That's
awesome.
crazy. Nice.
Wow, thank you. Thank you guys. Holy shit. Yeah, my numbers are climbing like amazingly. Thank you so much. I was like, who are these people all in my chat? I thought I was getting spammed. Wow, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Hypnotic, thank you. I love you. That was very generous of you. Wow.
That's awesome.
That was really awesome. That took me by surprise. Thank you so much. Wow, there's so many people here. There's so many people here. Spam bots? I don't think so. Look,
No
right
way.
here.
What are your subs at the moment?
Oh, I am. Thank you so much for the super chat. My subs are, well, I just gained one. I just got a notification. I think I'm at 626. It's slowly growing. So
Come and do an interview or a show with me at some point, and I'll get you a few more on my channel.
Okay. Actually, it just went up to 632. I don't know how. I guess that happened because of Hypnotic. Thank you so much.
Probably, yeah.
Wow. Yes.
Oh.
Listen.
Sassy, well,
Subscribe
everybody
to
here, you
Sassy.
should introduce yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Since you're here, let me let's just do this.
Do it.
Anyway, my name is Sassy, and I am just like Hypnotic in my views of like trans are our friends. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have a Sunday show. First of all, I do this show once a month on Fridays with a couple of my girlfriends, and then I always have a male perspective on, and we just basically talk about trying to make real women great again. And tonight, for instance, we had a slideshow on why Angelina Jolie-Pitt is batshit crazy. So that was interesting. We talk about all sorts of things. And then every Sunday I do Mrs. Sassy Sunday stream. And I right now am deep into Pride Month. So if you enjoy Hypnotic's channel, I do it on a much smaller level and only once a week. But Hypnotic and I have a lot of the same viewpoints as far as the trans community. And yeah, come on by, hang out with me on Sundays. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. I don't know what else to say. That was like put me right on the spot. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. I know that you are not bots. Thank you so much. Yes.
Sassy. Sometimes Sassy likes to drink on stream, and that's when it gets really fun. So
yes,
don't forget that.
You're not as drunk as normal. I'm surprised.
No. Okay. So the only reason, and I do usually get drunk on my shows, but the reason why I'm not is because I'm currently under the weather with my tummy. And so right here, Nadia's got the picture right here of exactly what I look like when I'm crazy. But yes, I normally like to drink and I get super crazy. If you want to check out any of my previous streams, there are a couple of female perspectives where I just get fucking drunk beyond belief and slur my words. Thank you so much. Listen. I am very much an independent thinker, and I, even had a trans person reach out to me telling me that they appreciated me supporting. Listen, I'm being put on the spot. The whole thing of it is I don't mind people doing what they have to do, but just keep it to yourselves. These pride parades that are geared towards children and the grooming of our children is something that I'm totally against, and I'm here to fight it. And that's a lot of what I talk about. And right now, because it's June, we're hot and heavy into Pride Month, and this coming Sunday will be my second episode of the Pride Month. So you might want to stop by because it gets pretty crazy. And Squeaka, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. You're one of my biggest supporters, and I greatly appreciate you. Yes, all roosters are gay.
True.
You had a couple more super chats in there, by the way.
Yeah, you got them.
I do?
But hey, hold on.
got-
What about a trans reach around? Have you ever been offered a trans reach around?
Sassy playing video shorts for supers and gifts. Yes, I can do that. I don't even, I'm really like, holy shit, seriously? Wow. I'm a little verklempt right now. I don't
Let's
do
fucking
well
go.
under pressure. I don't do well under pressure.
Oh, Zach,
Come on, Big and Army. Let's get her to 700 tonight. Let's get her to
Thank you.
700.
Thank you so much.
Do that Shield stream. We'll be talking about that transgender storyline with Julian. Remember when he beats up the trans? Yeah, that's
Pretty dark stuff.
Julian's storyline
Yeah.
is really interesting.
I honestly, I try to keep my storylines a little bit more like uplifting and fun, not fun.
Well,
not
this is from
fun.
the TV show, so it's what's in the show, you know.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get it. But like, yeah, for sure. I listen, and I always end, I might talk about some really crazy shit on my show, but I always end the show with some funny shit. So we like to keep it fun over here. 647. Pride is evil. Let's be real. It is. And that's what I talk about. I talk about it. And we
It's a sin.
It is. It is. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I do try to be one of you. I do try. Go ahead, Nadia.
648.
21. Dude, seriously, that was, yes. Thank you so much. I know.
Subscribe to Nadia's new channel, her horror channel.
I reckon we might be able to get you to 650 while we're on air, I reckon.
Maybe. If you guys like what you see, like I said.
On my timeline real quick.
Okay. Normally though, like Sundays is really where I do a lot of my shows. Or a lot of the talking about the bosses in that house. Sorry, I'm very like overwhelmed right now with all of this like people. How do you handle this, ZAXX? You've gotten raided before.
You have fun with it. That's it. Just have a good time. These people are awesome. They came over here on purpose, and they're sent by Hypno, who knows you rules. So, yeah,
he does. Well, yes, Hypno does know. Like I've known Hypno since he had a couple thousand subs. So Hypno and I go back a little bit, and he's given me some really good advice on trying to grow this channel and whatnot. I do have a bunch of new friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
700. Let's go. 700. Let's go, people. Come on.
Let's go 700. Let's go.
I'm not. And prideful people who are also perverts are just the worst. You're right. There's a lot of different types of people, and the ones that are just trying to shove it down your throat are the ones that I do not handle very well. So I was just getting ready to end my show. What do I do now? There's so many people
Keep it
here.
going now. Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah, you got supers, right?
Yeah. I mean, hold on a second. Well, I don't even know what to talk about. I ran out of. Okay, hold on.
I know you didn't run out of topics. You have a doc that just compiles links for a month. Come on.
I know I did, but like I'm totally thrown off my game right now. I don't even know what to talk about. Normally I'm not this verklempt, you guys. Normally I have my shit together, but I'm
She's
very
lying.
caught
She
off.
normally is this verklempt. She's lying.
Thank you, Dempsey, for dropping links for everybody on the panel.
Yes, thank you. You
Yes,
ruled,
thank you
Dempsey.
so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see what else I have here.
649.
Holy shit.
Let's go.
Holy shit. Well, let me see what I listen. I have a bunch of stuff for Sunday, but I can pull some stuff up and see what we can talk about.
Go for it. Yeah.
Share the
Oh.
stream, guys. Share the link. Let's get her to 700.
Do it now.
That's right.
Do it now. Okay. Hold on a second, you guys.
I
I'm so
reckon you're gonna
sorry.
hit 650 any second.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see what I have here. Like I said, I'll probably find some more. Oh, here we go. Okay, so just to welcome everybody, if you follow me and you've watched my channel before on Sundays, you know that we follow this person called Cake Pop Person. They like to describe all of their bottom surgery, like analogies with food. So we've done banana splits. We've done most recently last week, if you want to check out. No, it's okay. You didn't freak me out. It just, like I said, it caught me off guard. And I guess I panic under pressure, which is why I'm not running for president. Anyway.
You got it.
I have, so this person I bring up quite often is one of the people that I feel like tries to groom our children. They like to talk about their bottom surgery. They did it at Disneyland. Well, now they have a whole breakdown of questions that you should not ask a trans person. Wait, can we get back to Sassy talking about how she wants
Get
to...
off me. That's one. Don't ask them that.
Okay. Right, exactly. So we'll bring up a little bit of a taste of what you would get on a Sunday. So let me pull this up really quick. This person right here is delusional. If you guys haven't heard of this person is batshit crazy. Oh, and by the way, last week, they told you how, as a trans person, you can breastfeed if you just follow these certain steps. You missed a raid from Hypnotic. Everybody came in, and we're almost to 700 subs. It was insane. Insane.
It's very insane.
How did someone get their bottom enlarged at Disney? Am I missing?
Oh,
something?
okay.
Is this a
So
theme
let me.
park thing or
No, what happened is this person likes to explain their bottom surgery or how it's going to happen in the way that their surgeon explained it to them by using food analogies. So the very first video I saw of this person, they explained how their surgery was going to take place, and they utilized a banana split. And it was very disgusting. And the very first video prior to that, I call him the cake pop person because they had their cake pops removed, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
That's part of their process. So now they're talking about getting the other part removed and having a downstairs surgery. And within that, they described their surgery at Disneyland in front of a bunch of kids using Disney treats. And a lot of people in the trans community were very disgusted with this person, saying that it was very, very inappropriate for them to do that around children. So there is a huge community right now that are against other trans people because they don't like how they're being portrayed. So this person right here, and this person here gave us bathroom etiquette last week on how to enter a bathroom if you're a male to female transition. So this person right here wants to give you, these are 3 or 4 questions you should not ask a trans person. Here we go. Let me make sure that this sounds okay.
That you should never ask a trans person. Question number 1, have you gotten the surgery? Look, I understand the curiosity about bottom surgery. Is one of the reasons I talk about it so much on my feed. But not every trans person wants to discuss their downstairs with someone they just met. It's a pretty personal thing to talk about. So unless they bring it up first, please refrain from asking questions. Question number 2.
Question number 2 is, can you babysit my kids?
The bathroom someone uses is their own dang business. I am a woman and I feel comfortable using the women's room. But if I didn't feel comfortable, I could use the men's room,
they don't
and
let me
no
pause
one
this.
should bat an eyelash. We're just there to pee, so what does it matter what bathroom we use? Question number 3. So is dating like extra hard for you? My dating life has been a million times better since I transitioned. I used to show up to dates pretending to be someone I wasn't. But now that I can show up as myself, I find my relationships so much more fulfilling. And finally, question number 4. Do you think you'll ever regret it? The answer is always no. Think about it. To be trans in 2024 means giving up a lot of comfort and privilege. Every trans person has weighed these things heavily before coming out, so there's no point in even asking. Yes, it was worth it. No, I will never regret it because my life is so much better now. Here are 4.
Meanwhile, this person decided at 27 years of age that they just woke up one day literally and said they're going to go to Target and get a trans bra, sports bra.
Hold on. In
and
his
came home with the
defense,
dress.
right?
Yes.
Like in his defense, he does look fucking crazy, so I'll give him that. He does
Yes.
look convincing.
Okay.
There are genuine trans people out there, but like there are some people that just never felt comfortable coming out, and because it's so talked about now, it's easier.
Right.
But at the same time, I like how point number 1 is don't ask about the bottom surgery, but then point number 2 is let me piss in a girl's bathroom, please.
Exactly. 110%.
The disconnect.
And then they make it. Well, he just does what's convenient for him. That's the only problem. He just does what's convenient for him. And he thinks his logic, oh, of course the page doesn't exist. His logic and his rules are the only ones that matter. Oh my God, let's play this really quick. This is really funny. And then we'll kind of start. I know everybody is here. I appreciate you. Oh, I'm sorry, Zach. Hold on a second. I just saw that. I apologize. Zach has to head
no,
out.
it's okay. I can go a bit longer. You're good. Yep.
Are you sure? Okay. We'll
Yes.
just play this and then we'll start wrapping it up. I know everybody rated over here, but we normally do about 2 hours. So hang on a second.
Yeah, ZAXX and I never get on a stream together, man. This is like legend right now.
Oh,
Sassy, you hit 650.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Wow. Holy moly. I started this stream with 626. So thank you so much.
Hey, that's
that's
awesome.
definitely Here's the question. Here's the thing right there. This person does see a shrink because I do follow them on TikTok because I do feel like when they do their live streams and stuff, that's how I know like the story of when they felt like they needed to transition. And they have said that they were in therapy and that's when they realized that they wanted to transition. So I don't know what type of therapist they were going to. Just saying. I don't trust anybody these days. You know, I feel like everybody's got their hand in some sort of money pot, you know? Okay, we'll play this real quick and then we'll kind of, God, I have so many people here. I hate to wrap this up, but I don't want to blow through my entire Sunday stream stuff. You know what I mean?
You'll have
all
enough,
right.
Sassy.
Yeah,
Don't
these
worry.
people can actually just sub to you and hit the bell and then come back on Sunday and catch your show. Right?
That's true.
Hit the
If
bell,
you guys
though.
like hit the bell, hit the notification bell. Okay, so guys, tell me if somebody made up this video. Okay, this was pretty funny. Real quick. Okay.
I'm heading to Target because I heard that for Pride Month, the cash registers have a surprise when you buy a Pride item. So I'm gonna grab one of these sunglasses.
And I did hear that all the Pride stuff for Target is now in the back of the store this year. I have not heard any bullshit about Target. I don't know if anybody else has, but apparently the stuff is they're still doing this, but it's in the back of the store.
When you say in the back, is that like the porno section?
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you see it's labeled Pride. You know, grab the blue one.
And all he's not buying any shirts. He's just buying. Hi, gay. Happy Pride Month. We love gays. What do you think? Is that real?
I don't think that's real.
No.
I don't think that's real. No, there would be more of an uproar over that. No, I don't think that's real.
Well, maybe you have to select your gay before you even start checking your stuff out, so you can get treated as such. Maybe you have to identify with the scanner machine before you check out.
This explains why gay suicide is so high. Just saying.
And there you have it, people. Alyssa M. SUX, thank you so much for the $2 to hide that specimen. Yes, I did. No worries, but I can't promise that you won't see them pop up on a Sunday stream. They do like to pop up on the Sunday stream just because it's out of control. And listen, here's my agenda. I'm going to put a stop to the shit. Me just by myself and my little channel, I'm going to put the stop to this shit. Yeah, select the gay. Maybe there is a gay button, dildo. You don't know. Anyway, well, listen, you guys, I love you all being here. I have 72 people watching and I greatly appreciate it, but I'm going to wrap it up because it is late where some people are and ZAXX needs to go. ZAXX, Okay, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. ZAXX every like 2.5 hours has to do a shoulder pump, and we're
Yes,
approaching
it's
that.
very important. Yeah.
The 2.5. No, thank you for coming on over. You guys, listen, come back on Sunday. I'll have a whole cool show for you, all about trannies and you know, pride parades and whatever. Listen. Seriously, it'll be fun. Come on over and like the stream. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, listen, it gets
Awesome.
oh yes, thank you so much. I was gonna say it does get better on Sundays because I usually kind of go in a different direction. Great finding your channel. Have seen you in chats before. Oh, great. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. I need to take a deep breath. There's a lot of
ZAXX, where are you going to be this coming week?
Woof.
Oh, I'm going to be on Circle of Jerks tomorrow night. It's going to be either on my channel or AJ's channel, but check out my channel at ZAXX. What we do is we go live and we make fun of cringe, and it's kind of no holds barred, and it gets really funny and it gets us possibly canceled, but it's all worth it. It's a great time, I guarantee it. So if you come by and hang out, I have guests such as ZAXX and Nadia, and also, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Cannoli. So we have a good time. And we have found some absolute gems that you will love. So check me out tomorrow.
I have to say that, like, I genuinely laugh out loud when I watch Circle of Jerks. Like, it is hysterical because they just find the most random, cringiest shit online. And it's become like, you know, Hunter J is a household item now. It just is.
We get deep lore.
Yeah, we do. So Circle of Jerks, I highly recommend it. Everybody's descriptions are in the chat. Lance is not. I'll add him after the show. But definitely check out Circle of Jerks. And then ZAXX, did you want to plug your Wednesday show?
Oh yeah, What's Good Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Central. Wednesday, my channel every week. And we are talking House of the Dragon this week because House of the Dragon's coming up. And is it good? Is it bad? Does it suck? Will it suck? How true is it to the book? Does that matter? We go through all of that.
I've just rewatched season 1, and actually, it's even better than I remembered it. So, yeah,
Nice.
I'm a big fan.
Listen, I don't watch that gay shit about dragons. So I just go in, I say hello, you know, and I just, you know, I don't listen, hot take. I've never seen Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Your Mother's Ass, all that shit. I've never seen it. Cannoli's seen it, but I've never seen it. So I don't
feel
know.
that was two truths and a lie. That definitely was two truths and a lie.
Definitely.
What?
I don't know what I'm fucking saying.
Here's a question for you. When are you going to do more Indian cinema, ZAXX? Has there been anything that has come out recently since Triple R?
There has lots.
Yeah, there's been lots. I haven't done any reviews recently on it, but I might go back to do that. There was issues I don't want to get into here about. It's very difficult. I'll get into it now because I'm talking about it. It's tough to get that stuff through copyright. It's very, very, there's a lot of fake claims and blocks that I was dealing with independent people all over the world saying that this is their work. And so it was becoming too hard to get those videos out in a way I was happy to present them. So hoping that that's a thing they fix eventually, but anyone can claim anything basically. And they put a block on it so that if you're doing a premiere release, because it's for one recent morning in India, you can't do that because they'll wait for it to almost go live and then they'll put a block on it. And then they want money to release the block.
Yeah, there's third-party blockers.
Yeah,
trying to make it out of you all the time.
Very difficult.
So.
Yeah. I'd like to make a point. I don't watch that gay dragon shit. Only alpha male tranny content for me. That is absolutely correct.
Yep.
So come back on Sundays for alpha male tranny shit. That's all I have to
Thank you for having
say.
me tonight.
Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. Did you need to bounce? Because you can exit left stage. No, you're good. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. So Nadia has a brand new channel. If you guys like all things horror, not horror, horror. Nadia's your girl.
You don't want to do Lance first before you jump to Nadia?
Yes. If I apologize, Lance, go right ahead. What do you have coming up?
I've got an interview on Monday with independent film director James Boosh, who I'm currently writing a horror film for. But he is the writer and director of the Predator Dark Ages fan film, the one that's on YouTube that's got 15 million views. And it's quite funny. He actually met the director of Predator Prey, at this convention. And when the director of Prey realized who he was, he just told me this story. The director said to him, "Oh, all the crew on my film was saying Prey needs to be as good, if not better, than Predator Dark Ages." Everybody was raving about it. So that was quite the compliment for him. We're doing Band of Brothers episode 5, 8 o'clock UK time, 3 p.m. East Coast on Sunday. As always, I've got one of the people that worked on the production on the stream, and History Bro and a couple of other people. Sometimes Drinker comes on for those. Nielsen ratings every Tuesday, 10 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. East Coast. And I've got 2 more interviews lined up. One is with Nikki Marshall, who used to be in The Shield and was in Animal Kingdom and a whole host of other things. She's just directed her first feature film. She's coming on at the end of June. And I'm still waiting to get a confirmation date from Michael Ironside's, but he's agreed to come on.
Nice.
So, yeah,
that's a big one.
Yeah, but whether it's going to happen or not, I don't know, because I'm like trying to lock down a date with him, and I thought we had one, but he's gone a bit quiet on me now. But he has agreed to come on though, so he was impressed that I knew his career so well, which I do, because he's one of my favorite bad guy character actors. So fingers crossed, hopefully we'll get him. We'll see.
Well, it was nice having you on, Lance, even after your clubbing adventure, so thank you.
You're very welcome, and thanks for letting me come on and just maybe give a slightly different perspective on some things.
Anytime, my friend. I appreciate you. Do you need to bounce, or are you going to hang out?
I'll hang out for a little bit.
Okay. And now, Nadia, it's your turn.
Oh, yes, I have a horror channel. Every Tuesday, I drop a video on horror news, and I do breakdowns of current horror films that are out, plus ones that I enjoy. Just started it. I'm actually 7 away from my first 100 subscribers. So if anybody could help me out with that, if you like horror.
Yes.
And
I'll get James to come on your channel, Nadia, when his horror movie's coming out. So that will help you a bit, won't it?
Yeah, I'm actually reaching out to a couple of my contacts to start maybe going back on sets to do vlogs.
I'll see if I can get you like a preview of the film or something. So
that'd be
see
cool.
it ahead of people. There you go.
And then my other channel that's Inside All Day, we're actually starting up 2 weekly live streams, one on HBO's Carnival. Vex is on that panel with me. And then another one on House of the Dragon. I know everybody's doing a House of Dragon stream, but my channel will be going live right after the episode ends. So go ahead and join us.
I will tell you, I am slowly venturing into horror, the genre of horror. And with Nadia's new channel, Horror, educating me, I really feel like I want to venture more into it. So her channel is great, especially if you're not sure if that is something that you want to dabble into. She gives you really good recommendations, and you could always message her through YouTube or whatever, and ask her some good recommendations for you to start out at, or even find her on Twitter. But she would definitely be a good person to recommend getting your feet wet in the horror genre. So anyway, yes, thank you so much for coming on, Nadia. I appreciate you. And Vex, did you want to promote anything, or do we have to just check your community page?
I'm Vex Electronica on everything. So if you want, you can go check me out. YouTube, Twitter. I don't know what else I'm on. But yeah, you can find me there. Same username on everything.
Yeah, same username. Vex usually lines up quite a bit of streams. So if you want to find out where she's at and when she's there, just check out her YouTube community page. Let's see. For me, I will be back here on Sunday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time with Mrs. Sassy Sunday stream, just talking about all things Pride Month, and not in a positive light, because generally it's not a very positive conversation because positive things are not really happening. So I will say come back Sunday. Sorry, I'm still a little clumped. I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong with me. Any hoodle. So Sunday, SSS here on my channel at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. And then Monday, I'm going to be on my husband's channel, Cannoli Sasquatch, and they are doing Inside Out for MMM. And I really enjoyed that movie. So
I love that film. Love that film.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that and just, all of the parts that made us cry, Vex. It's sad in certain parts. And then I will be seeing the movie the following Friday, the new one that's coming out. And I'm going to try to figure out how to do a live movie review. It is a very busy weekend next weekend. It's my mother-in-law's birthday and it's Father's Day. So I don't know if I'll even be streaming on Sunday and if I can fit in a movie review. I have to do things live, people. I just do them better live. So I have to figure that all out. But I will try to update my community page. I'm shit at it, but I will definitely do that if I can. There is Vex and there's Cannoli Sasquatch's channel. If you like movie reviews, come and check out my husband's channel. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. Thank you so much, Hypnotic, for the raid. That was just amazing and caught me really off guard, and I still haven't regained my woof. Anyway, thank you so much. I love you all. Check out these wonderful, wonderful people here on my panel. The descriptions are in the chat. Nope. The descriptions are linked below. Whatever. I can't fucking do this anymore. Listen, you guys, love you all.
Mine will be there shortly.
Yeah, and I don't even think I have let me find my outing. Oh, I think I
Thank you
fucking
all
changed
for the
it.
super chats and the subscriptions as well. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks for putting mine up,
Yes.
man. I saw that. Cheers.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I don't even know how to close out the show because I think my opening, I changed it to Mrs. Sassy Sunday stream, but fuck it. We'll just do it. Anyway, bye, you guys.
It's a Sassy Sunday stream, like and subscribe and share it out to your team. You love her sassy vibe.